What's up, my guys? So today is a pretty special day for me. We just hit 200 subscribers and it's not too hot outside. So like, we're taking our precious time to film this intro. Today we come to you guys with a very nice car. It's a bully on the road and it's nice in the desert, and it's an all-round perfect car. Even though, okay, get ready for this, this is a 2004 model. So I was like 3 years old at the time. If I was born in 2001, would I be 3 in 2004? Yeah? Alright, that's good. This is a G550, and today we're going to review it. So let's take a quick look at the engine. This car comes with a 5.4 liter V8 engine that makes 339 horsepower and 387 pound-feet of torque. It also has a 5-speed shiftable automatic transmission. One thing I really like about this car, you guys know the bars that come up from here up till here, kind of, that goes around the whole front of the car. The owner removed it, which gives the car a very aggressive look when it's removed. But if you crash, it's not going to look too good after, because the bar is there in the end of the day to protect it. But I really like it without it, so let me know what you guys think down below. Now moving on to the headlights. You have these very oddly shaped circles. You have two circles. They're not oddly shaped circles, but you have two circles. One's big and the other one is slightly smaller. They don't look as technologically advanced as most of the cars you see these days. That's because the car is, I don't know, like 16, 17 years old, if 2004 was 16 or 17 years ago. 14, 15, whatever. Moving on, we have the turn signals. They're sitting up high over here, and when you're inside the car and you're driving, you can really see it. When you put on the turning signals, regardless which direction, you have another one on the other side. And here, guys, take a look. Also get these parachute grills. I call them parachutes because they look like parachutes. As you guys can tell, I'm not the most professional person in the world, but they do look like grills. They have nice airflow going in there for the radiator, which is quite old, 2004. I wonder how these work. But yeah, that's it for the grills. You also get these alloy wheels, which look like the Rays. If you live here in the UAE, you would know the Rays wheels. Quite nice, to be honest. Obviously, the owner got them painted, which is always a good mod, a cheap, nice mod that you could go for. And you also have the brake calipers painted, and you have AMG on them, which I doubt is really AMG. But anyways, you have nice fenders over here. These fenders, obviously nothing in this car is aerodynamic. Like, there's nothing here that supports the theory of aerodynamics, but you know, it does give a nice look, and it just goes all the way down and all the way to the back. One more thing I really like about this car, you have this carbon fiber trim that goes all around the car, and I'm not sure what it does. So if you guys know, instead of calling me out, you can just go in the comments down below and let me know what's the function of these things. So getting an extra wheel in the back. It's an alloy wheel, and you get it back here. Obviously Mercedes is very known for this in Jeeps and Hummers and all this stuff. They're all known to have a spare wheel back here, spare tire with a wheel inside it. But this wheel, it's not like those ugly ones with circle holes. Here's a picture of it. No, this one is nice. You get an actual wheel, just like the other 4 wheels on the car. There's one very cool thing that comes with this car. Obviously it's not stock, but you can pay to have it as an option, and that's exactly what the owner did. Get these Brabus exhausts. I can assure you that they are loud and they sound nice. You guys will get a chance to hear it in a minute. And as for trunk space, this car is really heavy, you know, but look at this. This is massive. You got a massive trunk space here. It's pretty spacious in here, and you can fit a lot of things. You can also put the passenger seats down. If you take a look here, it's not flat. It doesn't lay flat, so that could be a bit of a problem. if you're trying to fit some stuff, but they're all gonna lay flat next to each other, and you're gonna have more space if you really need to. I don't think anyone would need more space than this. One very cool feature too, you have a trunk handle in here, like a door handle. You just, if you're inside and for some reason you want to get out, you just open this up, and if you want to lock it, you lock and you open. Can we go inside now? Let's go. Here is one very annoying thing about closing the doors of this car. You can't really do this. You have to smash the door, and now your door is closed. Now on the inside here, there isn't all that much to talk about, except the infotainment system has obviously been replaced by the owner. So you can have all these features like Bluetooth and this and that. Obviously this stuff didn't exist in 2004, which makes sense why the owner has went with an aftermarket choice. You have one very cool feature here. The seat adjustment is just like as it is today. Obviously today is way more advanced. You have more chrome, more this, more that, but you know, are you moving? But yeah, you get that, which is pretty cool. It is a classy thing to have in the end of the day. And back in 2004, I'm pretty sure 90% of the cars were still mechanical. You had to pull on a piece of metal, pull a piece of plastic, and it was just very hectic. But this car surely makes moving your seat around much easier. You get this carbon fiber trim. I'm pretty sure this is wrapped, because if you take a look over here, whatever is meant to come on the infotainment system panel kind of thing is supposed to be wood and leather. However, here you have carbon fiber, and also you have carbon fiber over here, which I am pretty sure is a wrap, because this is supposed to be wood. So yeah, a bunch of controls over here. You have these, for example. This is for the rear windshield. You press on this and it goes just like that. And you have your door locks, which is pretty loud. Wow, wait, just 1 sec. All right, bang, it's closed. That is quite loud. All right. You also get this oddly shaped steering wheel. I don't know, I'm not a big fan, but obviously again, like, this car is pretty old and this is what they had back in the day. But you have all these sorts of options on the steering wheel, which you see nowadays. You have buttons to check your settings over here, and nothing obviously too special, nothing too cool. You get to know, you know, when you need service with this and that, and the outside temperature and the engine temperature, kilometers, and all this stuff you see nowadays. You also have a audio button which doesn't work, to increase and decrease the volume, and you have a pick up and hang up sign, or option, or button, or whatever it is you want to call it. I wonder why that's there, because that means that the car probably came stock with something that could make calls, and I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any idea. This car also comes with cruise control. It's this small thing right here, all right, and it's very small. I wouldn't like to operate this, to be honest with you. I don't know if I would trust a 2004 car. Now, real quick before we move on to driving the car, for the climate control, this car has pretty good AC for a very old car. And here you can control the speed of your fan, and here you control the temperature for the driver, and here for the passenger, and here is how you want your airflow to be. And you also have an auto button, which is for depending on the weather around you. But I don't know if I would really trust this car to understand the weather outside, because us humans, we don't understand why it's like that. So I don't know. Anyways, you also have the, I don't know what this is called, but this is for the fog. So it does get pretty foggy over here, and especially during the summer, because there's a lot of humidity and it just gets very foggy. So you would just press on that and all your fog would disappear, just like my dreams. Now guys, before we drive the car, real quick, this looks like the end of a stick my mom used to beat me with when I was a kid. But now we're gonna drive the car. One last thing, I promise. Look at this. V8 flex. Okay, you're just flexing, you know, you gotta look down when you're shifting gears and like, oh yeah, it's a V8. Let's take it for a drive. Okay guys, this car has no sport mode or none of this stuff. So we're just gonna put it in drive and we're gonna just try to launch it now. The gas pedal is very heavy. Oh, okay. It's obviously not. It doesn't fly. It's a very bumpy ride. But you know, it does have a good launch. I'm quite surprised, to be honest with you. But here's one very bad thing we're gonna face right now. This car has a 43 feet turning circle, or turning point, which is very low bird. All right, guys, here we are with another launch. Brakes in, gas, and let go of the brake. Oh, okay, this one was a lot better. The torque isn't all that great, but the car's power is very good. The power delivery is very good. You know, it feels capable, and it feels like it's in control, which is always a very good thing to have in a car, especially that it's an older car. You still feel like, you know, you have the grip, you have the power, and I really like this car. Alright guys, this is the end of the video, but before we end it, we need to do a couple of things. Take a listen to the exhaust and show you guys around the car. But please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Subscribing really helps. And thank you guys for the 200. This is really a milestone for us, and we never knew we'd make it here. So without you guys, we wouldn't be doing any of this. So thank you. Subscribe to see more. Peace out.